because we walked together for 2 hours just to move 5 kilometers, 2 kilometers actually. But it became a very weird 2 hour walk.
It became a very romantic 2 hour. No?
I don't know if it's romantic, like me leaving him stranded in the middle of the road alone is romantic enough or not.
Until today, I have no clue what the decision-making process was.
But you know what we need to decide on?
What?
That we need to start the show.
Yeah.
Welcome to Podcast Berlesen, ladies and gentlemen. I'm learning these segues now, We have a different kind of style of how we open the show now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have random chatter like this, and then we just segue. And today's episode, we have a very special guest. At least for me, you heard it, Plava wasn't that.
Okay lah, boleh lah. Very special kan?
Yeah.
Very. Let the very to emphasize on it, very.
Oh, okay. So he is somebody who recently won a major award, and I'm going to illustrate how major this is. This is a public award. Yeah, it's not like, only and small. No, it's a public award. And he is the winner of Pengulas Sukan Popular 2024, or also the most famous commentator 2024, brought to you by Persatuan Penulis-Penulis Sukan Malaysia, or SAM. And congratulations. In advance, actually not really advance. I think it's already passed.
Yeah, exactly. Kita dah wish dia dah.
It's like I think almost a month ago. But thank you very much. I think I don't know, but we need to emphasize on this. We have 3 awards already for that SAM award, and I think I might be the least popular commentator to win the most popular commentator award. I don't know how
are you the
fits.
least
What do you mean?
to win, but you got the most amount of vote? What does that even mean?
See the previous 2.
Okay.
It was on the go.
Okay.
And it was Susanna Basri.
Yeah.
So, and then there's this random me.
Oh. But do you know the percentage of it?
Yeah, they did give the percentage. They did
give it out, but I don't know the exact numbers because I wasn't there. I was on my way back from Indonesia at that time. And so I decided not to ask.
Okay. Because you already won anyway, so it doesn't matter, right?
It's not that it doesn't matter, but it's like it feels so weird, like winning such a prestigious award, but you yourself not being there. Like, so mixed emotions, mixed feelings. Happy, of course. I was happy, but at the same time, I was like, if only. but it was a good trip. Going to my mother-in-law's place where she came from for the very first time. Like me, my wife and I were married for like 4 years plus, and that's the first time I went to Indonesia. That's how bizarre that is. Right.
So I want to backtrack a bit, right? So in case for all of you, or whoever of you who don't know who this guy is Aiman Rosizam, or also known as Sekaiichi. Hopefully I pronounced that correct, because there's 2 eyes there.
Yeah, there's 2 eyes there, but that's the pronunciation, yeah.
Yes, because when it comes to name pronunciation, in the football world especially, it's very sensitive. Like, you have to get it right.
I think I'm the most sensitive guy. I don't know if other commentators would put it in the same way as I do, like have the same feeling as I do, but I think I might be like the most sensitive guy in there.
Well, we know that you're sensitive when it comes to feelings.
Yeah, we agree on sensitive, but
what?
Anyway, so maybe we start off with some origin story. Who is Aiman Rosizam?
A Penangite, 07 on my identification card. So I came from Penang. I was born in 1995. I actually don't really have that many memories when I was a kid. Like, apart from, sports, apart from football or games in general, like most of my childhood has been me playing games, playing PlayStation, and being a student, like, just a very hardworking student. You can call me a nerd sometimes, just that I'm a nerd without a specs. Okay. But yeah, I was a nerd back then. Really. People call me like kaki belajar, skema and all, just because I prioritize studying over a lot of things. And then I was about to go to Japan in, I think, 2014, 15, after my foundation in University Malaya. But I could not go due to my lingering back problems. It was so bad that they gave me like two options. Do you want to extend your studies, which means that you can go to Japan, but it's not going to be 2014 because back then it was so bad that I almost got semi-paralyzed. I think there was sometimes that I lost feelings on my foot. I lost feelings on my arms just because of my back problem, and sometimes my neck problem as well. That was like 11 years ago, and that was the last time I actually played any sports. Like I was very active in school. Like if there is any sport that needs a goalkeeper, that requires a goalkeeper, I'll be there. I'll be there being a goalkeeper. But I left everything like 11 years ago after I got that problem.
How do you get that problem?
Zero idea.
Oh, it just came?
Yeah, it just came. But it worsened when there was this one sports day that I think I got an awkward landing when I was playing. What is tali again? Tug of war?
Tug of war.
Yeah, when I was playing tug of war.
Bull rope, yeah.
I was a goalkeeper, and mind you, I was a goalkeeper, and I was a very aggressive goalkeeper, active goalkeeper. I
So
always
you are
like
Oliver
get
Kahn.
yeah, I always get bruises here and there, and this is like like the war scar. Like usually when they say when you have this kind of shoulder, then okay, they know that you play like some vigorous sports, and yeah, I was a goalkeeper. I got bruises left and right. I got injuries left and right, but never that kind of injury until I played tug of war when I was in uni. So that happened. Freak accident. I sort of just, try to just soldier on and then just study and all, take all the exams. But then again, that became a huge problem later on in my foundation. It was a 2-year foundation in University Malaya. It was called Ambang Asuhan Jepun. That's how my dream shattered. Not just my Japanese dreams. Up until this day, I've never been to Japan. Although I know a bit of Japanese now.
Why were you so into Japanese?
I was not really was, but am still an anime addict.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I'm addicted to anime. I'm addicted to lots of these kinds of games. Like you have storyline games. Most of the times, I will use Japanese audio apart from English audio. Not saying that English voice actors aren't that good, but I will go back to the origins of it and appreciate the language, appreciate the storytelling and stuff. So that was it. Like from games, from animes. Back then when Astro had Animax, that was like my prime time. I watch it all the time.
Oh, you watch it to the max.
Yeah, I watch it to the max. No pun intended there, right?
He intended it, but okay.
He intended it.
Well, I try. That jokes, right?
Yeah.
So what happened after that? So because of your injury, you couldn't go to Japan. But to me, it sounded like it's something that you can delay it and once you get better.
Yeah, but because I feel like I deserved it. I feel like I really wanted it, and when you say, "Oh, you need to delay it," or something like that, I was like, absolutely heartbroken. That's even worse than a breakup. I experienced breakup like the exact same year, but it wasn't as bad as that. Right? It's even worse than a breakup. So I was like, whatever. I'll just leave. I don't care about this anymore. I don't have any, I don't have any passion for studying anymore. Being like a study nerd, to lose your passion in studying says a lot because I sacrificed everything. just to be there. I had to say no to lots of my sporting dreams in that 2 years just to fulfill my dream to go to Japan, which was what my uncle used to do. My uncle used to take a PhD in Japan for 4 years, even had a daughter that actually was born there, but I couldn't do it. So that left a huge mark, and that is why I just left. I like lost passion in studying back then, but please don't do things that I did. Like that's a huge no. Even if you lose passion in studying, just finish it. That is what the current me is going to tell to that 19-year-old foolish me.
So you dropped study after that amount of disappointment.
Yeah.
What did you do after that?
My mom did want me to continue my studies, so I did. I went to a college in Kuala Lumpur. That's where I met my wife. That's how I met your mother, Amma and Amalina. So
I like that. I like that. Smooth.
So I went to college, but at the same time, I felt like I was doing part-time studies, although it was full-time. But I think I was doing part-time studies because by then I already started esports. I studied esports as a player, and then soon after as a commentator. So I started traveling a lot because of FIFA Online 3, because of Garena, because of lots of events. Although back then esports wasn't really a thing back then, right? And my dad was against it, but I was like, well, at the very least, I'm still studying, but I'm finding my way of earning something, and perhaps maybe after my degree, this might be the thing that I wanted to do. So I continued my studies, but still, for the second time, I did not complete it. But that one, I would prefer to just leave it as that, because that was quite a huge case as well about what happened when I pulled out of my second studies. But yeah, that's when I started my esports journey, like in 2014, 15, something like that, around 10, 11 years ago. Yeah.
And how did you first started getting into commentary? Obviously, it's esports first as your basis. How did you start?
This is very random. You started in Garena, right?
I didn't.
Oh, you know? Oh, no, you don't. You did.
Lynn started in Garena.
Yeah, Lynn, our producer.
Lynn was there.
Did you? No. Okay, so lots of people started in Garena. So I was actually one of them. And I even started before Garena Studio was a thing. So I think it was in 2014 or 2015, something like that. I think it was early 2015. National Championship Season 1 for the Malaysian side. I was not competing. So I was just watching my peers battling and going up against each other. But I realized that the commentators or the casters were Singaporeans. So I was like, okay, this is pretty weird. Well, for a 19-year-old, 20-year-old me, it sounds different. It sounds weird. So I was like, okay, why not? I just offer myself, because I think it's not that I know this, but I would love to do this, because prior to that, when I was schooling, when I was just a little boy, I used to watch lots of Premier League, lots of football, and I love to just talk back whatever the commentator was saying. Like
you repeat.
Yeah, I love to repeat that. And so I was like, all right, how about I just test myself, and I just tell them, do you need a commentator from Malaysia in that YouTube chat?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It's not even me trying to
meet someone.
Yeah, meet someone or whatever. I don't even have any of the GM's phone number. I'm sorry, Fern, but I don't even have any of these people's number. So I was just going rainbow or something like that. Oh, do you need a Malaysian commentator for the Malaysian side of things? So they said, okay, if you're interested, send your resume to Garena. So I was like, send my resume. I have absolutely nothing in my resume. So around that same week, we in my computer class, we started learning about how to make resumes. So I used that exact same resume, sent that to Garena, and I was like, they're not going to read anything from there because that was, like nothing.
It's just your name,
Yeah.
where you're from. That's about it.
Yeah,
Something like that.
yeah. If you want to ask about what experience did I have, then maybe becoming like a petrol station worker when I was waiting for my SPM results, and that was just it. Like I have nothing else to put there. Malay, English, language proficiency. I cannot say if I'm proficient or not because I've never worked in those kinds of things.
You don't know the benchmark.
Yeah, I don't know the benchmark. So they gave me a trial. The trial was an actual event. It's not even like, oh, we get you into a studio, we show you a game, and then you just commentate on it. No. It was an actual event in Orange Stadium. Or we call it late Orange Stadium now because it's no more. So they gave me that. And partnering me was, I believe it was Hilmi, a Singaporean. And straight away after that trial, I received an email saying, welcome, you are the first shoutcaster in Malaysia for FIFA Online 3. Congratulations, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, okay. Now, this can actually take me somewhere. But and then my first official event as a Garena shoutcaster was like what? I think this was in Penang, the finals of the National Championship Season 1. So we went to Penang. That was like my official debut. That was October 2015. So we are almost 10 years into that now. Yeah.
Ooh. That has been a long journey.
A very, very long time. A very, very long journey.
Speaking about that, how long have you known Aiman?
Oh God, too long.
Too long.
Too long.
Okay, this is where I'm the guy in between. I
don't know when exactly. Actually,
Okay.
How do we get to know each other?
I don't know.
Was it ages?
Oh.
I don't know.
Because I started to know almost every single person because of Aegis.
I wasn't involved with Aegis because were you doing commentaries for Aegis?
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Yeah, you weren't.
No, I was hosting a different booth outside of Aegis booth. It was funny enough because Aegis is happening in the Mid Valley.
In Mid Valley, yeah.
Convention Center, correct?
Yep.
So my event was just outside of that event. It was just a booth.
It was a totally different event.
Yeah, totally different event.
Right.
Just want to shout out that booth had more people than the whole Aegis event.
Oh.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, yeah.
Truth be told.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know whether that is exactly when am I with Aiman. I don't think so because I wasn't.
No. I think it was way before.
It should be way before. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be way before because by then you have already known me and you have already teased me enough.
Oh yeah. That's true. Yeah.
I mean, it's flavor. So.
Yeah, that's also that as a factor. But yeah, so maybe time to get a time machine and prevent that from happening.
I don't know, Doraemon.
So I personally don't remember when was the first time I got to know you. Because I got to know the scene a little bit more. We can say like a year prior, like maybe 2019. And then pandemic came and then everyone was in lockdown. But during the lockdown, everyone who was a caster had a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
That time, right? And that's where, these names started popping up. And I roughly remember like one of your name was one of the more consistent names around.
I think that was because I took a huge risk. Like that was torrid times. That was horrible times during COVID. Like I have never got a PC for myself, but I decided to buy one because I wanted to save my family back then because we were in such crazy financial crisis back then because of COVID. Like everyone losing jobs, of course, right? But I quickly saw an opportunity where esports, you can actually You can actually work online. You can actually do remote commentary. So I just bought a cheap PC, just went on with it. Yeah, that was how, like, I think that was how my career started to escalate, because I think it has been stagnant. Like I think 2 or 3 years after I did I had my debut. I think during 2017, 2018 kind of goes stagnant. So I don't know how to step it up before I went to sports in 2018. But I think COVID was when my career really escalated.
Yeah, and I believe that period was also where FC Online server was closing, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. It was.
And I think you were one of those people who were really vocal about when that happened.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Because that changed my life. That game changed my life. Like, I was a university dropout, plus I was a college dropout. So by 2016 or 17, like that, I've already dropped out of 2 degrees, which was a very bad thing to do when you are like only 21, 22. So I did that, and I don't know what to do in my life. I just playing games, going to tournaments, but then I don't know what to do. So that is how I took up shoutcasting. And then when I received my first payout, I was like, okay, I can actually do something with this. I could really do something with this. So that's how I became very serious about it. Although still, I don't know what is going to come next. But it's just because it was just me back then in 2015 up until 2016. I even called Garena to like have a partner for me. Although I partnered Jen that time, Jen Yen, JY.
We had an episode with Jen, so check that one out.
Yeah. He was one of the main guys that have given me lots of encouragement to do well in that industry back then, because I was still very new. There was no benchmark. There was no anything. I was the only commentator there. So I was like, give me a partner. I wanted to try to go pro as well. I wanted to do well in tournaments as well. And it escalated end of 2016 when I qualified to one of the final stages to one of the international tournaments. I couldn't really remember. That's how Abe and Matt came in. But I remember that they actually held like a very rushed audition to find new casters, because I couldn't be there.
You were busy with other shows.
No, I was playing.
Oh, you were playing? Oh,
I qualified. I qualified for the final stage, and they needed a commentator, but they couldn't have me there, of course, because I was playing.
So now, turning back time, would you rather have played or would you rather have commentated?
How to put this? Because commentary back then was the main reason why I'm commentating today. But as a player, if there is that one thing that I wish I could have done, because now I'm turning 30, so I don't think I can do it anymore, is to represent Malaysia at least one time. At least that one time, representing Malaysia has always been everybody's dream, but I could not do it like most of the times because I wanted to pursue commentary. But when I played, well, I couldn't qualify as well, so that was on me. That was actually on me as well. But yeah.
But because of that, then they had to look for new commentators.
Yeah. But it's good because it paves way for newer commentators to come in. So it's not just me and me alone. Like, I don't know who my partner is. I don't have any partner. Sometimes there are some times where we have Bahasa as well as English commentary, and so we don't know what to do back then. Although back then we still have the Singaporean commentators like Easy Game. His last commentary was with me during Aegis, Easy Game. Siddiq and my biggest mentor, Muiz, my biggest mentor in the scene. I don't think I will still be here if it wasn't for him. And then there were lots more. There were lots more commentators. I could remember there were fish. There was fish there. Fish, you know, fish.
I don't. Which fish?
Yeah, I couldn't remember, but the name's fish. Okay, so but there weren't really
I hope
that
the name's
many.
right though. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the name's right. The name's right.
I'm a bird.
No, that was actually
Okay,
fish.
no,
That was
just
actually
kidding.
fish. But but there weren't that many actual casters that are available almost every time.
I can imagine though, like especially back then.
Mhm.
If you talk about in Malaysia for your game category, like besides you, who else was there?
Before Decipher and Matt came in, I think none.
There was none.
I think none.
Yeah.
Perhaps Jay Hunter, but sometimes he was there because there's nobody there.
Ah, right.
Yeah. So if there's anyone who does FIFA or FIFA Online 3 or PES now eFootball, most of the times it's because there's no commentator there. They like who?
It's like
Who's
they
that?
jump in for maybe a day or two.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something
okay.
like that.
Got
So you don't really have like an actual football games caster. I remember LOL had a lot. Like Lin, was there a lot for LOL thing? Yeah. Okay.
I think I can imagine a long list if League.
League,
like
yeah.
Husky, Gideon.
Back then, Lin.
Lin, Ikuto. And the list goes on.
Yeah, the list goes on. You can easily have two. You can easily have two languages worth of broadcast there. But for us, not really. We need some Singaporean casters as well. But for Malaysia, I don't know. Back then, up until Decipher and Matt came in, I remember there was this Garena Cyber Games, and I was playing, so they had to fly all three. They had to fly all three casters from Singapore. Easy game. Siddiq, Muiz. They had to get all three of them there.
Why? Just because Aiman is playing. It's his fault. I have to fly all three.
But I get such a handsome pay.
Oh.
Because not because I got third place. I could have easily gotten more, but But I still have that dream of playing still. Back then, I was still so young. I was still like, what, 20? Yeah, 20.
It was a drive, right?
It was the drive.
What place do you get in that tournament again?
Third
place.
Third.
How much was the bounty?
I think it was 800.
800 US.
800 each. No, ringgit. 800 ringgit each for me and my two other teammates. So it's 2.4K in total. But it could easily have been more. So back then, because the pay for casters is not really as much as today. So that is why there was this dilemma: do I play or do I commentate? Because I know I can do commentary and get easy money. I don't really need to train hard or go crazy, play long hours, go lower bracket, upper bracket and all. Right?
Risking not winning.
Yeah, risking not winning and not having anything.
Yeah.
But there was that drive there because it's not really that. Okay, I'm always that kind of guy where I could achieve things as well. Not really becoming champions in every tournament, but I could be in those placements.
Okay, I want to ask you the golden question.
Yeah.
And I'm sure whoever was watching this have this on their mind as well.
Yeah.
How much was the pay that time for commentators?
Can we publicize this?
Because this was like way back.
Oh,
anyway.
way
Yeah,
back then, right?
Like we're not talking about now.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to talk about now,
Actually-
sure.
Actually, I'm surprised that I might even say that back then is low, but now is high. From my experience, back then is high. Now
Oh,
it's
really?
low. Yeah, it was
Oh.
reversed.
Oh, really? It was free.
Let's compare notes.
Okay, let's compare then. 30 per hour.
30 per hour.
Ringgit.
You because you calculated by hour.
Ringgit.
So
Yeah.
30 because usually how we measure when it comes to doing commentary is either do it like for you calculate by hour, right? For me, how I do it is I calculate by either half day or full day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think like back then would be 2K full day, 1.5 half day.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Wow.
then
Wow.
somewhere along the lines, then people decided to drop down the price because a lot of people were willing to cut price. So that's why the market was bad. So that's why right now the market's bad.
You were doing a lot more Dota at the time, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wrong game, bro.
No, I mean,
I don't think it was a long game, but because surely you had more matches. I would say that I had less matches, but longer games.
Longer days. Like I could easily imagine that because we also had like 10-hour days, like 10-hour broadcasts. He will also you always have that, right?
10-hour broadcast, so that's like 300. While he easily bags like 2K, 1.5 to 2K.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, wow.
Wow. It depends on when. That's the thing because you mentioned 300 was during when?
Oh, okay.
2015. During that time, a lot of people has already cut price already.
Oh, I see.
So a lot of people were comfortable with that, but people were. So for me, people should not have been comfortable because you could have attained higher, but because people were willing to throw price, therefore now why the market is right now is because of the casters fought themselves.
Okay, but back then there was zero benchmark, so I don't know how much do I get paid.
Even before you, I think there were people who were already throwing. Yeah.
Because my first payout, my first real payout, this was before Garena Studio even came in. That Penang gig I think was easily 1.1K, including accommodation and everything. It's just that it happened to be in Penang, so I don't really need to pay for hotel. I don't really need to pay for everything because I could just easily go back to my grandparents. And sleep there and just back that 1.1K, which is
fully
which is a lot for a 20-year-old back then.
Yeah, I think just to add on this is why a lot of people deem that Asian commentators are cheap.
Yeah,
because we did it upon ourselves. So somewhere else. By saying that, I'm not saying that I'm blaming you, Aiman, but I will say that I believe you are very much aware that there are people who intentionally did it because they were not aware of the repercussion, how this will affect future commentators in the future. So Asian commentators were very cheap.
And even nowadays, it's so hard to actually rise the prices.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to ask for, close to what you were earning back then, and it's so hard nowadays.
It's close to impossible as well. Because it's like, it's okay. We found somebody who is just as good as you, who's willing to do it cheaper.
Yeah.
And then we're like, who was it?
Unless if you go outside.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless if you go out of Malaysia. And this is the reality today, ladies and gentlemen. And perhaps why I wanted to try to go international more often than not is because of that. Like, it's not that I don't get paid how much I would love to in Malaysia. It's just that sometimes when I ask for it, it's going to be so tough. It's going to be so tough, especially in esports nowadays.
Yeah. Let's not stick with two. Two was an international event, I would say. But I would say for local, last time was 1.3 to 1.5.
It's still a lot.
It's still a lot.
Just to clarify that but it's not 2 for that. I said let's go with 1.3 or 1.5, right? Yeah, but nowadays, honestly, the harsh truth is now you can get commentators who do national level events 300
for like
even 200. Yeah, that's 200, 300. Yeah.
That is why it's so hard. Except for like maybe 2 or 3 esports organizers that values you and then say that, okay, we give you not really a blank check, but whatever you want. It's so hard to find those nowadays.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. If you find those guys, please don't piss them off, guys. Seriously. Love them. And please be available every single time they wanted to call you because they are the ones who really value you for who you are.
I agree.
Yeah, that's the tip there.
But is that also one of the reasons why you move? I wouldn't say move away from esports, but you diversify yourself into other forms of sport.
Okay, and this is very funny because 2018 FIFA Online 3 was a bit has slowed down a bit. So I don't know what else like to go to console FIFA or PES, now called eFootball. I don't really know if there are that many opportunities already.
can I pause for a while right here? Because I've always been trying to understand this from a commentator to commentator perspective, right? They're all football games.
Yeah.
Like, is there any difference when you commentate it?
Yeah.
To what extent?
In-game mechanics. So in-game mechanics, and then what works and what doesn't work. Because in general football, there are 1,001 ways to score. But for football games, you are restricted to, 2 or 3, perhaps 4 or 5 metas. Like in this game, you cannot really cross to score. For this game, you'll need to do this kind of finishing technique to score loads of goals. And for this game, this formation works. But for that game, that same formation doesn't work. Something like that.
On the surface, it looks like
on the surface, it's football. Yeah, it's football. But it's very different when you compare it. Like, I'm not gonna say that FC players, now FIFA is FC. FC players cannot play eFootball, or eFootball players cannot play FC. You can, but on the surface level, yes. To go to really that top, that high level, not really, because it's very, very different. The way you defend is also very different. For eFootball, you can there's like sometimes you can you can have players automatically tackle your opponents to win the ball back. For FC, no, you need to press that standing tackle button. So that's one of the biggest difference in both games. For FC Online, that's another different thing altogether.
Right.
Yeah.
So by that time when FC Online closed, and you mentioned that, you were probably exploring other football options.
Yeah, I'm exploring. Yeah.
Okay.
Back then I was still like doing some console stuff as well, but I don't think I could sustain just by doing this because like for when FIFA Online 3 was around back then, you get jobs almost every month. There were tournaments almost every month. But when it is console FIFA and it's not being, you don't have that one head or one developer who foresees everything or does events every single month. You kind of hoping that there is a tournament and that tournament was big enough to have commentators on it. But if you don't have that, then you can't really force them to do it, If they don't have the budget, if they don't really want it, or if it's just a side event, then you cannot do anything about it. You cannot control. You cannot control the market. You cannot control whether they want to do the broadcast or not. So I don't know if that is going to be sustainable for me. So that is why I made that jump. But that jump also was quite, I would say it was quite unintentional, because 2018, I was actually trying to do a freebie for this one event, which was a Pro Clubs event, that 11v11 that we did, before on RTM, yeah.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah. But
I somehow I came by, I forgot what. Oh, because I followed you.
Oh yeah, he followed me.
Oh, okay. You followed him all the way to RTM, to Angkasapuri.
Yeah. I forgot why. Was it after an event? After something
I don't
else?
remember, but it was nighttime.
Yeah,
it was
I
nighttime.
had a good night.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That was very, very weird, But anyways,
welcome to podcast Berlesen.
Now I see why it is Berlesen.
Yes. Exactly.
But yeah, so where was I again?
The RTM.
Okay, no, the Pro Clubs. I did a freebie back then in 2018 because no commentator's done it. So I wanted to be like a bit different. Like, if you're not doing this, then I am going to do this. That has always been my mentality. Like, if there's no one doing this, I'm going to, try to take the market for myself first before 25,000 other people comes in. Yeah, before it becomes cool. So 2018, it was FIFA 18. This is one tournament. I think it was by Kitamen. So I just offered myself, and they said they don't really have any budget. And I could truly understand, because it was just Pro Clubs. Like, it wasn't even that huge back then. Although there was a lot of people playing. It was huge for that they've got a huge base. They just don't get a huge community event back then yet. So that could be like one of the biggest for them back then. So they made live streams, but with no commentary. And then I was like, okay, for the finals, do you really need a commentator? Don't think about the payment yet. And so I just told him, don't think about the payment. You just buy me dinner. Just buy me some smoothie or whatever. Give me some maybe PlayStation cards if you have. Then I'll be cool. I'll be cool. So they said, okay, we'll try to figure it out. And then come that day, I just went there, do a freebie. And I don't know that there was one, there's this one guy that one of the Kitamen guys brought. It was his friend. And his friend back then works with FAS, which is Football Association of Selangor. Back then it was Football Selangor. The name's Isham. So Isham came in and just asked me, do you want to do football? I was like, well, if possible, yeah, because I don't know how to get there. I got zero idea how to get to TV. I've got zero idea how to get to sports because we've been trying, myself, Decipher, Matthews. We've been trying, but, well, of course, we don't know how to get there. Right?
Yeah.
So I was like,
felt like there's like already like this glass that you're trying to break through, right?
yeah, it's not just glass. It's like a brick wall or something because we don't know how to do it. Right? So I was like, okay, this could be the door. This could be the door that I could open. So I just told him, yes, of course, I would love to. I gave him my contact and all. He gave me my contact. It was with Blue Black Arena back then for Selangor Champions League. So it was an amateur tournament played by amateur clubs in Selangor. So I think it was on the final week of the group stages that they eventually called me. Do you want to do it? I was like, of course, yes. And I don't even ask for the pay yet. I don't even ask how much was the pay yet. I just asked them where to get all this information and all because that has been my mentality as well. That has been my discipline as well. When I get a job, I want to know who's playing. I want to know the details, the infos, so that I don't go there with zero knowledge or nothing at all about the competition or the players or at least the teams, right? So they said, okay, you can find it here. And I just went there, Arena MBSJ, without knowing how much am I going to get paid. So that was me back then. That was always that mentality back then. So I just did it, and then I think I did two matches, lost my voice in a flash.
How?
Because I'm always a hype commentator. I was always a hype caster. Like I hype, and that level of hype can go through the roof. And back then I couldn't even control myself. So I thought that was the same. But you can't really compare like 6 minutes per game to like 70 minutes a game.
Or maybe 90.
Or maybe 90, right? Back then it was 70 for Selangor Champions League. Now 90, no problem. But back then it was 70 and I already lost my voice. And I was like, okay, welcome to the real world. Yeah, well, I've been enjoying my esports stuff, but I don't know that this is even tougher. Like tougher to pace yourself, tougher to control yourself, control your energy, control your voice or something like that. Even nowadays, I tend to lose my voice sometimes. But nowadays, I know how to pace it. It's just that back then, wow, this is very, very different. That's how I learned back again, start from zero again. Like I started from zero in 2015. But 2018 was when I started from zero again. And then from English to Malay, that is even worse. That's one of the biggest nightmares because I don't know how to do 100% Malay commentary back then.
So you started off in English?
I started off in English.
Right.
And I only did, I think, one broadcast in Malay.
Okay.
And that's it. before 2018 comes.
Because I had this moment. Remember, there was this one time where you joined a casting competition for Server DNA.
Oh no, that
Oh,
was
yes.
that was one of the biggest nightmares I've ever had in my entire life.
Okay, I had to reference that because that was that one time. So I was part of the judging committee.
Tekken, right?
I believe so.
No.
What was it?
Oh, I think it was a MOBA. I think it was.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
MOBA.
you guys gave me that one genre that I don't like.
Yeah,
That I don't really,
Oh,
that I don't
wow.
really know.
Okay.
Could make headlines. Can we make it like Aiman Sekaiichi doesn't like MOBA? Can we make that as a headline?
No, hey, hello, hello.
he doesn't like-
I'm wearing an MLBB jersey over here.
Exactly. So the irony of it, like,
No, this one has been to the worlds or something like that.
we all heard what you just said. You said
No,
give me the one genre I didn't
it's,
like.
it's not that one genre that I did not like commentating.
Too late, bro. We too late.
Now everybody's gonna edit this, and then I'm gonna die now.
You forgot the word commentary at the back there earlier on, so we're just gonna take that.
Wait, yeah. Continue on.
So okay. So that time when we were having like the long list to short list discussion among the judges, right? Yeah. Then somebody, I forgot who was it, but among them was like people like Choo Choo, Jay,
Yeah,
Jay
yeah.
Hunter. There was Lala.
Oh yeah.
Those were roughly the people I remember on that call.
I love you guys, by the way.
They, all amazing people. And then somebody, I forgot who said this, but somebody said that, hey, have you heard of Aiman's English casting? And I'm like, wait, Aiman casts English? Yeah, he sounds like a Brit. I'm like, what do you mean he sounds like a Brit? Like, okay. Then we all started in the call. Okay, let's look for the example. And I remember it was quite difficult for us to find the example. Like most of your commentating was in Bahasa for some reason that we found until somebody
was weird.
somewhere found like, okay, I found it. And then we put it into the group, we listened to it, and everyone went like, whoa, wait a second. This is legit. Yeah.
So you're saying that he's Malay, not legit, lah? I mean, that's what I picked up.
This is a kampung face,
Hold
by
up.
the way.
Hold up. This is what I picked up from the whole discussion.
I can tell you the look and how he sounds doesn't match.
I so get that. I so get that every single day.
And we all of us in the panelists went, whoa. I think a lot of us didn't really realize that before. But now since I have this opportunity to ask you this, how did you get this accent that I must say to add on, sounds natural. You know when somebody is like buat, right?
Exactly.
But this is not.
Yeah.
Like how?
I hope I don't sound buat, but it just so happened that English was my first language.
Even at home?
Yeah, it just so happened to be that way.
How?
So I was born in Penang, sure, yes, in 1995. But most of my childhood was with my elder brother and sister. I think we lived in Bukit Segambut back then. Yeah. And most of them speaks English. Yeah. Most of them speaks English.
Sounds like a very simple story.
Very simple story,
But
yeah.
how? Is it like your parents had like a emphasis on English that time or how
I think
did it
my
started?
mom. I think my mom. Yeah, my mom. She was one of the main reasons why. But the biggest reason was when I lived with my elder sister and brother way back then, and then, well, even now we talk lots of English.
Right.
Even now, and my sister even married a Sri Lankan.
Oh.
So that means that at home when I go to my sisters, we're not going to use Malay at all.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
And why Brit?
I don't know.
Your wife?
No,
Oh no, bukan. So just checking.
no. If anything, my wife doesn't like me speaking English at home.
Yeah. Okay.
No, because she couldn't really understand. She couldn't really understand like for her it's always Malay or Indonesian language. Yeah, she has an Indonesian background, so that's how it came about. But I don't know, like if there's any accent or anything, I don't really know.
Have anyone told you before that you sound like a Brit?
No.
Oh no. I'm surprised.
I don't know. Maybe when I was schooling, but when I was schooling, it was always like, kau Melayu cakap Melayu lah, something like that.
Yeah.
Right, like because this is like a Malay. This is like a kampung face, very kampung
But
face.
you tutup the muka, and then when you hear it, it's like,
I don't know. I don't know how that came about. I don't know how that even happened. Maybe because
of the Premier League influence.
Yeah, maybe Premier League influence. Like, yeah, English being the first language sometimes doesn't really determine how you speak that language, right? Or perhaps it's because of Premier League, and then it's because of most of the games that I've been playing.
What games?
I love Final Fantasy.
Do they sound Brit?
I don't think Cloud Strife speaks British.
No. They're more American. More American, more American. It's just that I think lots of sports. I think it's sports. Like I think most of the influence came from sports. English, games influenced me to get to know more about the language, but maybe because mainly sports, and then most of the times in school. When you want to have like a listening test or speaking test or whatever, you get lots of Brit clips, something like that. I don't know. Maybe.
We're different school era, so.
I swear, his school, kat sekolah dia budak-budak lain marah dia, oi mangkuk hijau. His school, oi.
I don't know, mother green or something like that.
He scores back in British.
No. I think, because I don't know about the listening exams now, because it's part of SPM. But I think when it was what was it before we get to degree? What was it?
Diploma.
No. The English test. English test.
IELTS.
Muet. Yeah. So Muet is very Brit. I was like, my goodness.
Muet is very Brit.
Yeah.
Do you remember your Muet?
I remembered my Muet like it was
I only
yesterday.
experienced Muet for like a few days. That's it. Out of a year.
No, I remembered it like it was yesterday because I was on crutches, taking that exam.
Because of the back.
No,
injury?
I got into a freak accident.
Oh.
I got into a bike accident. I don't know if both of you know this or not, but this was very popular among all of us FIFA Online players and community. I famously or infamously whacked a bus.
Okay.
With my bike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a Brit thing. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I didn't know Malaysian would try to laga bus. Like,
No. It was on very, very early in the morning. It was on a 5 a.m. Right? So I was trying to help my peers on, they don't really know which cyber cafe was the tournament that was supposed to start on that day. So I wanted to help them by giving them the location. So the best way to do that is to actually be there and then just share the location to the WhatsApp group.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So as
I'm trying to understand which part includes laga bus.
Yeah.
Sabar. This is the part where it gets good.
Okay.
So I used Waze and I put it inside the bakul, right? Bakul motor. I don't have the phone holder or something like that, so I just put it there. So I just look at the phone while my bike is still on 100.
Okay.
My bike was still on 100, and mind you, it was like in front of it was like some shops, and then there's a road there, and then a bigger road, a larger road opposite it. opposite of that, right? So I was on this road. So you've got lots of cars or sometimes bikes, sometimes even buses, by the way, that parks there. It's just parked. It was stationary.
Oh God. Okay.
It's not even moving.
It's not moving.
Yeah, it's not even moving. But little did I know that I was speeding right behind the bus. Yeah, I was on 100. I was on 100 kilometers per hour. Looking at my phone just to know where do I take a left turn.
And that split second.
And that
that's a
split
few
second,
seconds.
I got up and then I saw that huge son of a gun. And then I don't know what to do.
And then you terbabas.
No.
Oh,
No.
Oh?
No.
Basta babas.
No, of course not.
Somebody must
Of
have.
course not. So I
Okay.
just, try to take a very sharp turn, but all too late. So I so I rammed the like what is this? The part of the bus like
Buchu.
Buchu. That one. I rammed that one. And then I just jump up. Next thing I know, I couldn't get up.
Okay.
Next thing I know, I couldn't get up. And then,
Here
hello.
we go. Yeah.
Yeah, you're coming at just the right time.
You thought
kid.
Aiman was a special guest? This is actually.
No, you come at exactly the best time because this is what you must not do when you grow up.
Okay.
Like never speed while looking at the phone inside of your buckle or on your bike.
Yeah.
Do not look at anything else but the road, ladies and gentlemen, because that took 9 months of my career.
God.
I'm getting all the chills. I can feel it in my bones as you story
9 months of my career was gone just because of that. Like I could do commentary, but it was on crutches.
This was during the FC
2016.
2016. Okay,
This was
so
2016. It was early 2016. Right after that 2015 tournament in which I got third place.
Oh man.
And I thought, I might be having some momentum heading into 2016. And then that happened.
Boom. Yeah, and then you went back down because of the 9 months.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. I did join some tournaments, but I couldn't travel as much as I would love to.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. That was one of the funniest but most painful things that I've ever been, because that was crazy.
Right. It's the first time of me hearing this story from you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This was a very popular story amongst all the FIFA Online 3 community, but yeah.
All right. So I want to come back to the story where you went into TV, right?
No, yeah.
So there were more requests to do commentary in Bahasa.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
so-
of course, yeah.
Yeah. So how do you feel about that?
Okay, so 2018 was when I started doing Bahasa commentary. And then 2019, I worked with this one production called Ballers TV. So I went and did lots of football games, futsal games for Pahang Rangers as well, and most of them are in Bahasa. So there was some English requests when we did like some international teams, something like that, but most of them are in Bahasa.
Was it easy for you to adapt?
I took a good 6 months. Thanks for asking. I took a good 6 months just to have like 100% Malay commentary without ever mixing language, without ever going like bahasa pasar and all, without ever doing
Like
that.
inilah player kegemaran anda. Like no player is a pemain. It's
Yeah,
like-
something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Perfect.
Yeah, like for me to adapt to that took way longer than most people, because I've been so used to commentating in English. Like I can converse in Bahasa very well, but this is what people don't understand. Even when you have 100% proficiency in that language, doesn't mean that you can actually do commentary on it. Yeah. Yeah. So that is why when I told everyone that I needed a good 6 months to just adapt to doing Bahasa commentary, it was like, and then they were like, really?
Why?
Why? Aren't you a Malay? I was like, yeah, but that doesn't mean I can naturally do commentary in Bahasa just like that by a flip of the switch. Like, can you? Like, if we are to ask a very random people, can you do commentary?
Like on the spot?
On the spot? No.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing is what I'm experiencing. So I can do in English, but in Malay, not yet. So I took a very long time. And then 2020 was the year that I thought that my career is going to an upwards trajectory because we signed a very lucrative deal with Udo at that time to do futsal league, Malaysia Premier Futsal League, MPFL, with them. And in that contract, it stated that we might be going to Miri for, I think, minimum 9 or 10 times. So, wow, this could be very, very nice. This could end up nicely. I got, a good chunk of money.
The travel.
The travel and all, but a global pandemic happened. So, global pandemic happened. The futsal league had to be cancelled for not 1 but 2 seasons. And football had to be cancelled. Everything had to be cancelled. So I don't know what to do in my life. I was really in the worst shape of my life. I even broke up with my girlfriend. Now my wife, of course. But I broke up with her without any solid reason. I was really not enjoying life at all. Like, how do you enjoy life like that, right? Just being at home, just like that, not working, not doing anything. But you need to eat. You need to earn money. And when you need to eat, you need to pay for food. You need to work for it. How do I do that without even working? So my mom lost her job. My stepdad lost their jobs. The only one person in my family that I could remember was working back then was my little sister. So, but of course, she is living her own life. So I don't want to be asking her for money, right? So I was like, I don't know what to do here. So I just, for the very first time, I took Food Panda very, very seriously. I took on e-hailing, but thanks to me not having any driver's license, so I just did the walking part. So there's the Food Panda walker. So I just do that every single day up until esports told me, well, you have a second chance in life. No, I don't think this is a second chance. This is like a third chance in life. So that's where all these online tournaments came in. And then RTM came in eventually because as I was doing all these 11v11, all these pro clubs thing, VPG came in, Virtual Pro Gaming came into the scene. They were from Singapore, but they wanted to venture into the Malaysian market. And they saw that Malaysians love playing pro clubs. So they do have a league here in Malaysia. It's just that they wanted to take it a step further. So that's how it took me in. And then they made that collaboration with RTM. And that's how I came in there for RTM. Before that, I actually won this one commentary contest with RTM. And I thought that they might be taking me maybe in 2021 to do, maybe some voiceovers or maybe for Olympics or something like that. Because back then, because during that time, Olympics was, it was postponed.
Yep.
Yeah, postponed to 2021. So I thought, okay, maybe me winning Interactive Sukan, I think, okay, this is going to be the pathway for me to do Olympics next year, which will be my debut on TV, maybe. But little did I know that it came pretty much earlier. And voila, that's how I went to RTM. They told me, okay, this is what you can do, this is what you cannot do. But because you don't really have that hosting experience yet, we are going to pair you with an actual host, someone who does know how to host. So at first it was Jay Hunter, and then it was Flavor for, I think, after 4 or 5 weeks of me being with Jay Hunter, and then it was with him.
Surprisingly, I wasn't even hosting the stuff. I ended up doing commentaries with him. We were literally both hosting the segments anyways. Yeah, because I didn't know I was brought in as a host. But at the end of the day, we both ended up doing commentaries.
So now
Really?
you discovered that actually it's not the case after so many years.
Yeah, we did the commentaries together, right? Rather than me who was just hosting.
I think, sometimes you did. Sometimes it was me alone. But they did put that, okay, Jay Hunter or Flavor as host, and then myself as a commentator. That,
That's why I took recordings of him, yes.
Yeah. He took
Good recordings.
Yeah. I was with my slippers. I was with my slippers.
Hold up. Why you feel offended suddenly? All I said was I took good clips of you.
Hold up. Okay. Apart from people praising that, but there were some people asking how unprofessional. I don't know if that's the word. How are you so not professional? You're on TV, but you are wearing slippers.
But on TV, you don't get to see the slippers.
Well, why were people calling you out with slippers?
Because that recording had me on slippers.
But
Like, don't understand that. It doesn't appear.
it doesn't appear.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah.
But sometimes,
Have
like,
you ever seen Jay Hunter with kain pelikat before? Yes.
yes. Have you ever seen some of our Astro Arena commentators actually coming in with only like football shorts? Like some of them.
Obviously,
do.
we don't get to see.
Oh, obviously, of course. But that's how it happened. And then I got called up to do the Tokyo Olympics, but not commentary. So I haven't done any sports commentary yet for TV. I only did the voiceover, but it was cut short. So I'm sorry to my highlights team because somebody got COVID. Somebody got COVID
and-
halfway through the Tokyo Olympics.
And you had to leave the studio.
And everyone else
Oh.
that was in that highlights team.
Goodness me. Okay.
That's someone who got COVID was me.
Oh.
Was me.
So it's your
Was
fault.
me.
Oh, it's your
damn.
fault.
It's my fault.
No wonder. No, the way you said it was you were like, somebody, like somebody got COVID.
You know, this the thing about us having casters under the sofa, right?
Yeah.
It's like the story building of it. It's like, bam.
The way you delivered it as if he wasn't you. It's like, is it the way you look at us as if it was somebody we know?
Okay, okay. Because before that even happened, somebody else got COVID.
Okay.
Okay, so I was safe. I took my first shot. Happy days. And then I got into a very, very, very tough fever. I think it was almost like 39, something like that. Oh, I think was it even more? I think it was even more.
Isn't that a normal thing to happen after you take the shot, right? You will fall.
But it's not normal for you to have COVID right after your first shot.
So you thought you were good. You got your shot. So
Yeah.
you went to work.
Yeah, because I was good. I was healthy. But I think after my 4th day, and then during my off day, I was bedridden.
Oh.
I don't know. 4th day, I was perfectly fine.
How did the show got cut short? Or the voiceover got cut short?
Because we were in the same room. And back then, if you are in close contact, you will need to be quarantined as well for 14 whole
Everyone,
days.
so you don't affect everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is why. So yeah, that's why I said I'm sorry, but that was in our memories when we met. When I meet all these people, because all of us have our own stories right now. Like some of us went to RTM, some of us went to Astro Arena with me, some of us became stadium announcers. So when we met, that is always one of the stories that we will tell. And it was
Aiman,
and it was
Aiman
me.
too, Aiman
It's all
too.
Aiman's fault.
And it's like me again.
Aiman,
I was
ambil test dulu.
I had that joke before. I had that joke before.
Aiman, test dulu,
At
test dulu.
first, I got offended.
We don't want to cancel the whole match. Satu stadium kena balik. Okay?
20 years later, Aiman ambil test dulu.
Ambil test dulu. Oh my god, we should do that, right? Every time Aiman datang,
Oh no.
everyone masuk like this, like Aiman. Okay, we got one special test for you.
We asked you to bring a test kit now.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's what happened. Like that was all the all the fiasco, all the crazy stuff during COVID. And then I thought I would love to retire. Actually, yeah. I was contemplating retiring after I got married. I at one point I lost my passion.
Okay, why?
I don't know why. Okay. I think one of the main reasons was this. FIFA E. They want to find a zone reporter. So I just signed. So I just signed in. I just sent everything that I could. I sent my resume and all. And I got accepted as the zone reporter. And for me, that was one of the biggest and my proudest achievement back then in my career. But little did I know that actually they were looking for not only zone reporters, but also they were looking for commentators as well. So, of course, when I asked to be a zone reporter, so I get that zone reporter gig or role for FIFA E for South Asia. So I made all the contents. I made everything for FIFA E. I even got an actual FIFA letter. I even got a care package which includes lots of things. Like you've got a jacket, you've got shirts, trousers, balls, a ball that my son now, like it's my son's first ball, like that ball, all the way from the UK.
Ball.
Yeah.
Ball.
Ball.
Bola.
Football.
Bola. Okay, just to clarify.
How are we even going to? What are we even going to do with a ball?
No, just to clarify, because when he did like this. I was like, ball?
No. It's a ball.
It's a ball. Okay,
It's a ball.
it's a ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a ball.
Okay, sebut betul-betul. Ball.
Because it can be bald, it could be bowl. I could really
His
understand.
British accent, okay?
Yeah.
No. It's nothing about that. But yeah, I got everything from FIFA E, but I was the one without any media coverage. This is pettiness, but yeah.
All right. I do remember that you and they were also Matthews and Disciple as well. But they were doing commentary.
Yeah, they were doing commentary. I was a zone reporter
Okay, but there was no highlight on you.
at all.
Why
Were
not?
there supposed to be highlights on you, but there wasn't? Or memang it was agreed upon, memang you know that there's not going to be any...
I don't know at all
Okay.
because
So-
it was all on the news or something like that. It was on papers, but nothing about me. And then I was like, oh, okay. I don't really care because I was in the mainstream anyway. I got to talk with Spencer Owen, which is one of my biggest idols in esports up until now still, and Layla Anna Lee, who were the hosts for the FIFA E World Cup. FIFA. I think FIFA E Club World Cup. I'm sorry, it was a FIFA E Club World Cup. But I got this, I don't know, backlash from somebody that I know, saying that they got there because they got good attitude, they got good they've done good work or something like that. And yeah, I second that. Of course, they deserved it. They deserved it so much. I liked it when they got it, and when they when they got the recognition and all. I love it. But the next sentence was, well, this is why you don't create any drama. I was like, wow, that's like a direct shot at me. I know that person did not even mention me, but I know that was straight at me. That was pointed straight at me. I was like, wow, is this what you see me as? Like, I'm only minding my own business over here for all these years. Why am I the one who creates drama, the one who is like the bad guy here?
Did you feel those allegations were true?
In a way, because I think that person's problem is only with me. But that was like a whole lot years ago. I'm even married at that time. I'm already married. So no, I was about to get married at that time. So I was, minding my own business, finding my gigs. I even took up Call of Duty Mobile. I even took up CODM just to add some more money for my marriage and for my next chapter of life. Because, you'll need lots and lots of money after you get married. So I don't know. When that came about, I was like, wow. Does that mean that I'm not welcomed here at all? No. So that hit me like a truck. That was even worse than hitting a stationary bus.
I was about to say that.
but yeah.
I like how you circled that way.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
Yeah. So I was like, okay, this doesn't make any sense. Now I'm not enjoying this. Like I enjoyed my time talking with Spencer Owen and all, but I don't enjoy that kind of feedback. Like, if you have any problem with me, you just tell me. Okay, you have any problem with me? It's either let's meet up or let's hear you explain yourself and then we can talk it out. I'm always that kind of guy. But when I have that kind of, I think it was a cheap shot because I don't have anything against you anymore. What was done is done. I've already apologized or something. But when that happened, I was like, wow, I felt not welcomed already. So I was like, I think this is getting too ridiculous. Like I'm trying to build my career elsewhere, away from esports, but you're doing this to me without even knowing what I'm doing, without even knowing that I actually have a role in that same competition. It's just that I'm not a commentator. I'm doing content for FIFA E, and the content is still there up to this day. If you want to check it back, it is still there. So I was thinking, okay, I'm just counting days. I want to retire. I don't want to do this anymore because I felt like even when I do something good, people will always have bad things to say about me. That was because I don't really have that many, it's not that many encouraging people. It's like not many know this story, that they were there to just get behind me or motivate me or something like that. But when I get married, I got so into doing other stuff as well. And then my wife was pregnant at the time. And I think if I'm going to do this part-time or freelance, I'm so not going to make it. I'm so not going to make it because it's football games. I'm not doing other esports, and I don't really want to do other esports. I even left CODM because I think it's better to get this esport into somebody who actually was passionate about it. It felt criminal if I stay on doing that thing when I don't really have that passion. So I told my wife I actually wanted to retire and maybe just become an e-hailing driver. Maybe I get my license and just do Grab Food or Food Panda or something like that. And then Astro Arena came. I don't know.
How? How did it come?
How?
Yeah.
I I was about to announce my retirement after one of the shows that I did. I think around August, something like that. That was towards the end of 2021 season of Liga Premier, which is the second division of Malaysian football. I did that with Kelantan. So it was towards the end of the season. I think, well, maybe this is going to be one of my last few gigs. And then I'll just disappear in the shadows. That's what I've been thinking. And one of that, this is one tournament. This is one offer for MEL. Originally, I just straight away rejected. I rejected it.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I rejected the offer. I said I don't want to do this because I want to retire already. I'm on my way to retire. And then they say, how about just make us like your last gig? I was like, nah, I'm not really into it. And then they say, come on, okay, how about this? We'll just tell you who the guest commentator is. I was like, okay, whoever it is, I don't think I'm going to do esports ever again. Back then, I was already like screw esports, screw this whole thing. I'm disappearing in the shadows. I'll just live normal 9-to-5 life. Really. And then they said, the guest commentator will be Keish Matstats from Astro Arena. I was like, oh, wow. Okay, that's very cool. Now, I might have to take back my own words because I did tell them, whoever you're putting, I'm not going to be interested. But the difference when they said it's Keish Matstats is because I had a lot of admiration for his work. I always like tagged him in social medias and all. I've listened to him doing commentary. I've seen his work on, becoming an actual Matstat, and that's why the name's Matstats, right? So I was like, okay, I'll just do it, and then maybe right in front of Keish Matstats or whoever he is, I'll just announce my retirement towards the tail end of the show, and it's good when we have myself, Decipher, Matt, the original three, and then I'll just announce that I'm retiring together with these two. Like, they will continue on carrying the load while I'm just gonna go away. But I had like crazy amount of fun on that final day together with Matt, together with Keish, that I totally forgot about my retirement speech. I actually had a speech written already.
To mention during the broadcast?
That I said, can I actually mention these people? Because of course, when you're working with one organizer, you wouldn't want your talent to actually talk about another organizer or whatever they are doing, right? So I said, can I do this? Like, this is going to be my official retirement speech. I'm going to have an official retirement speech. Can I do that? So I said, okay, but not this, not of course. There was some do not do this, do not do that. So I'm okay. I'm okay with it. But I got crazy amount of fun that I totally forgot about that. And the next 1 or 2 days, somebody by the name of Nick called me and told me, can we collaborate on some few projects? I was like, okay, right? I don't even know who Nick is.
That's the best part.
That's the best part. I don't even know who Nick is. How rude.
Could be some strangers. Oh, this guy Nick. This is a project. I'm like, yes.
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking maybe it's for a tournament and then just that's it. Okay, if the pay is good, then I'm going to take it and then just say goodbye. Right?
Yep.
Little did I know when I started my bike trying to get into that one destination, I asked him for the location.
Oh God, this is another Food Panda story.
This is not another Food Panda story.
Okay.
Then the location came, Wisma Ali Bawal Astro Arena. I was like, what the hell is this?
Is this a joke?
Yeah, is this a joke? Or maybe this is for like, maybe for AFF Suzuki Cup, which is going to come later this year. Then maybe, yeah, okay, I'll just go. Little did I know that it is actually for an actual 1-year contract. And that Nick, which I rudely do not know who he is, that's my boss. That's the head of sports of Astro, by the way.
Hi, Nick. By the way, we are...
Oh, no.
Hello, Nick. I think if you don't remember me, I was in Astro EGG back then. And
hey, Nick. Nice to meet you. This,
but yeah, that was the story of how I got into Astro Arena. All those roadblocks, all those obstacles, all of those everything from the guy that should not even be in esports, from the guy who should not be even a commentator. He shouldn't be even a commentator, but now, yeah, that's how I got there.
How do you feel that time?
The first instance, I think, this is a dream. I think this is some sort of like a bad dream. A good dream, a bad dream, because it becomes a bad dream when you woke up and then you got straight back to reality, right? But no, it's not. Then the first instance, I think the first guy that I called was my elder brother, because he used to work with Astro Sports, but he left way before I joined. He left, I think, before COVID.
So he was a commentator as well?
No. He was one of the sports journalists. Not an actual journalist, but somebody behind the cameras and all.
Right.
Yeah. So that was him. So I just called him and then asked him, should I take this offer? How dumb of me. That was this is like the dream job for so many people, and I just went to my elder brother and then I asked him, should I take this offer? How stupid of a question was that? That was exactly what he told me. How stupid of a question was that?
But why were you doubting yourself? Why were you doubting the offer?
Because I've got so many doubts over the past 2-3 years. Like how the pro clubs at RTM ended. But we're not going to talk about it here, boys.
the COVID thing.
The COVID thing.
The stationary bus.
Stationary bus was 2016.
So the stationary bus first and the rest.
Yeah. But yeah, after a lot of things, I started to... of course, I started to doubt myself, because everything that I worked on eventually collapsed. So I was like, is there any guarantee that if I take up this, that it won't collapse? So I started asking a lot of people. Not many people know about this offer. But I know that I have like maybe a handful of very few people that I can trust. So I just asked them, should I go for it, or how is this going to work, or something like that? Do I need to go to a refreshment class or something like that? Because to go straight to TV, usually when you listen to stories like Allah Yarham Hasbullah Awang, or Haji Zainab bin Raub, or Hafiz Al-Hamad, or Haji Shauki Kaha, or all the legends in the commentary world, usually you will know that, okay, they were, if they're not ex-players in any sport, they might be, media or broadcast graduates. Whereas for me, I came from a very random background, which is esports background, without any media background, without any degree in whatever. I just got handed the opportunity. I was like, of course, people will say, I've worked so hard in esports way before that for me to earn that. But surely not, because this is like the first time that this is happening. Like, this is like the first time somebody who is not an ex-player, somebody who is not not somebody who studies media, that actually went on straight to the national TV. Yeah, without any, without any classes, without any guidance or whatever. You just got straight in. That was like the very first time it happened.
So obviously you accepted the offer.
Of course.
Yeah. But after that,
Mm-hmm.
do you felt that anyone doubted you?
Think so, yeah. Okay, when I got there, I got lots of encouragement. Yeah, of course, from the people that paved the way, opened the door for me. My first show, I remember, it was like the unveiling of myself, the unveiling of a new channel, because my boss said that we wanted to have a new channel, so we needed a new commentator in, which is Astro Arena 2, and that is why I was in the picture. And then they all told me in that meeting to find that new commentator. They brought my name up. Most of them, most of all the talents in Astro Arena, especially the younger ones, they just brought my name up. So I was very, very thankful for them. People like Botak, even Keish, back then who was there again? Ahmed was there. Burn. There was a lot of people who brought my name up, and I don't even know it. But maybe it was because of that one event with Keish that made them watch, and then maybe made them asking each other, who was this guy? Right? Who's this guy? Let's give him a chance. Something like that, right? So when I got there, I was like, wow, there's a lot of things that I need to learn. And I'm starting from zero back again. No joke. How to play with cues, how to ensure that you hit the right spot, because you are on TV. You don't really have that many spaces for errors. You don't really have that many opportunities to do mistakes and all, because the whole nation is going to listen to you. You're no longer social media where you can make 25,000 mistakes and still get away with it. On TV, no. Right? So, of course, I doubted myself, and there are some people that doubted my ability back then. But then there's this one game that got viral. I think it was Belgium against France, UEFA Nations League semi-final. That was, I think, only my second live broadcast. My first live broadcast was Thai League, but of course, no offense to Thai League, no offense to Thailand fans, but not many are going to watch Thai League, right? But UEFA Nations League, of course, everyone is going to watch that, especially on Arena 2. It's only Malay commentary. They don't have English commentary available. God knows what the reason is. But that game got viral, and I think I got accepted by the community, by people by the others at Astro Arena, and I think that is how I quickly adapt to the TV requirements of what the TV needs, because it's very different compared to esports commentary, compared to doing football on social media. Is very, very different. Like in esports, you can goof yourself, you can mix up some few languages or something like that. But on TV, you don't really have that option. Yeah, so I had to adapt to a lot of things, but praise be to God, I could, that's what I did.
With your years of experience doing esports commentary, did you find it easy to make the transition?
Esports to sports.
Esports to TV.
Oh, esports to TV. It's not really esports to TV, but esports is like the foundation of how I do commentary. Because even in esports, I try to abide by the broadcasting rules, like mixing languages and all. Like I no longer do that anymore in esports commentaries after 2018. So when I get into commentary gig, I will strictly ask my producers or PICs, which language is it going to be? Like I don't want I don't want this
Campur-campur
answer.
boleh lah,
I don't want that answer. I don't want the answer of campur-campur. No, don't give me that. It's either Malay or English, and I'll do 100% of that. So that has been my discipline, because I think that has been one of my dreams. It's just that when you started to dream about that in 2018, and then after years of not getting there, of course you're starting to doubt yourself. But when you are there, you are already prepared. You're already prepared. It's just that, how do you adapt to do some other sports? Because in Astro Arena, you are expected to do lots of sports as well, not just football, not just badminton, not just futsal. Because I think the sports that I've done before I get to Arena was football, futsal, a bit of volleyball, and I think that's it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah,
Right,
3.
right. So that's-
And coming to Arena, I think I've done more than 25 sports.
I remember,
Today.
like, was it during the were you there during the SEA Games era? The
Hanoi.
Cambodia, the Hanoi era, you were already there.
Yeah, Cambodia, we did not do it at all. Yeah,
Right. So Hanoi, you were already there, and that's where you expanded your list of sports.
yeah.
So just a fun question. So which sport do you find the most enjoyable to commentate?
Basketball.
Oh, I was expecting football.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe because I've been doing football for a good 10 years, like football games plus football.
Right.
Basketball is something that is very new to me. I got given a role to be a backup commentator for NBA Rabu. So we have NBA every Wednesday on Astro Arena in Malay. But they have a gang called Gang NBA Rabu, which is done by which is done by basketball freaks, I would say. They are so good in basketball. They just they do commentary, to do analysis as if they actually played in the NBA. Although they don't, but they know everything. They know all the stories. They know past and present and stuff. And what made it easier for me to learn is that even though they have that kind of caliber, and they have done a lot for the Malaysian basketball in the scene, right? But they still come to me like I have zero knowledge about basketball or the NBA. But they taught me lots of things until I know how to do basketball all by myself.
Okay.
Yeah, they stayed patient. They are very, very passionate.
They're very welcoming to you.
They are
too.
very, very welcoming as well. And I will never forget that. Although NBA Rabu is now no more after 4 seasons. The fourth season was the final season, because I heard that next season is going to be another broadcaster for the worldwide audience. So we are not going to have that anymore. So, but still, that was one of the best times in my career. Like doing NBA with them, all the debates, all the banters and all. But eventually learning about the sport of basketball, and then now my son loves basketball. Yeah, he took a liking to it. Maybe because it has been the father-son routine every morning since he was a baby. Like we would watch NBA together.
Oh, thank God. I thought they went to play basketball.
Oh.
No.
Just watch.
No, not
So
yet.
I
Not
was
yet.
a routine.
But my son can already shoot a basketball.
How old is he?
3.
Wow.
Although it was only a size 1
Still.
1 ball, but
Still.
but he's got a form already, guys.
Wow.
I did put a video on it. It's just that I don't think you guys will ever would ever be able to find it, because it was not on my social media. It was on my wife's.
All right. As a good memory.
Yeah, as a good memory. But let's say if one day he said that he wants to become a basketball player, I will give 100% credit to the guys in NBA Rabu, because they were the ones that was that were very welcoming. And then my son watches it a lot together with me.
I'll throw a curveball question.
Uh-huh.
What if your son, after he grows up, he tells you that, Dad, I want to be a commentator.
Oh no.
What's your take?
What's my take?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
No.
No,
that's the question.
Are you ready for the answer?
No. Actually, the answer
This guy,
for him.
him and setting up the story, right? Oh man.
No. That one thing that I will ask him is, are you ready? Because I will tell you the road to go even to where I am now is crazy. It is a crazy road. People will say that I'm taking a very long road. But yeah, it's my story. Some people will take maybe only 1 year of picking up commentary and then go straight to TV or whatever. But I took a way longer road so that I appreciate whatever I have. Because I don't want my son to get an easy path or anyone to get an easy path and then not appreciating those. Like I got into Arena after 3 years of doing sports, 2018, and 6 years after my first commentary gig, which is in esports. And I know why I'm so serious right now in commentary, that I do not want anyone to, to think about it as if it's easy becoming a commentator. No. I would easily get pissed by some people like that do not want to appreciate what it takes to become a commentator. So I'm going to give him the toughest road to become a commentator. Yeah.
Yeah, he like long roads. I agree.
Literally no. Literally no.
That's an inside joke.
That's all I got from him. I was like, oh, you like long roads. Okay, cool.
That's an inside joke.
But yeah, after that, right? After I get to Arena, I would love to go international. And that is one of
your goal.
My biggest goal. And thank you, Flavor, for one of them as well. Yeah, thank you.
I've had regrets ever since. I've had regrets.
I hope that one little story did not influence his decision to not bring me to Nagoya next year.
Okay, can anyone here explain to our audience what the gist is about?
Okay, it wasn't one small mistake. It was two big mistakes.
Oh, it was two.
Two.
Why was it two?
Okay.
There are more, but the only ones we can talk on camera is only two.
Okay.
There were lots more. There were lots more, of course, Aiman.
What?
That's
I
why.
should have came a week earlier.
That's why, Aiman. Remember that thing about don't create drama. This is one of them.
Okay.
So one of the great experiences we had together was Aiman convinced me there'll be a great idea if we just walk back to the hotel. So this incident took place during the Asian Games Hangzhou 2022. So he told me it'll be a great idea. Like, why don't we just walk back to the hotel? Okay, it's just a 20-minute walk because he has taken a walk from the hotel to IBC, our
International Broadcast
Center, right? So yeah, he convinced me, let's go for a walk. 20 minutes, sure. Because he knows the way, right? Mm-hmm. It ended up being a 2-hour walk.
And still we didn't. And still we don't get to the hotel.
Yeah, exactly. So it's for 2 hours. So it took us 2 hours to reach the hotel. So he was so confident that he knew the way back to the hotel. But the reason why I forgot what was the reasoning you gave on why it ended up being more than 20 minutes.
Because
it was the wrong path?
Because I forgot the path. If there's anything about me, if there is one secret about me, is that I suck at navigations.
Okay, could have told me.
We could tell from the bus story.
Bro, could have told me from the get-go. No, that's the problem. I didn't know about the bus story. If I knew, I wouldn't have.
Then you wouldn't have. Okay.
I think that's a good reason why he didn't tell us the story before this, Yeah, so I took his word. It had becoming...
But to my defense though, every building over there looks the same every single turn I take.
Bro, kita bukan sesat dekat dekat Damansara, dekat Petaling Jaya. We were lost in freaking China, man.
And there's no ways to help us.
There's no Google Maps. They have their own navigation system there. So
Yeah.
exactly. So like, man, you picked the wrong place. Can't choose a site in your own country. You know. Yeah, okay, that's one. That's one offense. I mean, there's more details to it, but let me just give you the gist of it. Right, that's one. The
Okay.
second offense is, if you don't know this, right, after he concluded his duties in ASEAN Games Hangzhou 2022, there were a lot of.
This is just flavor telling you guys how good of a friend he is.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you how horrible of a friend he is, okay? because he admitted that after that he got a lot of coverage. There were medias was covering him because he not only he went to ASEAN Games Hangzhou, but he was actually one of the commentators who did the home broadcast, meaning the global broadcast.
Yeah.
So myself, Aiman, and
Himself
Sekaiichi.
as well,
Exactly.
actually.
So all three of us were doing commentaries, doing home broadcast for a global broadcast for an official sports event.
Yeah.
Is a whole new level altogether, right?
Yep.
So he was featured. Now the thing is, it's not about him being featured. It's about all the pictures that the media's use when he got featured were all from me. So the pictures were so amazing. The pictures were so beautiful.
Yeah. It was
the
nice.
media's, oh man, you got some great pictures. You got a long list of pictures, right?
Yeah. I even one of the papers actually I gave them 20 pictures.
Yeah, because
It was so good.
It was
he
so
had-
good.
because he-
They picked I think 3 or 4.
Hold up, he had 20 pictures to choose from. Okay.
Actually, that's a lot more than 20.
Yeah, there was a lot more images. Guess who took the picture? Me. Okay, two things, right? Number one, there was one time he posted one of the pictures and I called like, cantik agama ni. So yeah, I was being Cindy like, cantik agama ni. And then suddenly on the edited, there was like, credit.
Edited.
I was like, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I actually edited that.
Exactly. Secondly, it's really as an amazing friend. I took a lot of pictures of him, right? Amazing pictures of him. When it came to him,
wait. Did you even go to the stage after your broadcast?
Did I?
no, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Go to the stage, like the stage,
The
at the middle of
actual
the stadium.
stage down there in that esports stadium.
I think we went, but we weren't allowed to go to the stage.
Correct.
Oh, really?
Yes,
I
because remember before you went up, we tried. So that's why I told you we cannot. We tried, but our pass does not allow us to go up the stage.
Okay.
Yeah, so we tried. So actually I tried with Cloud first. So it was just a special case where we were allowed to actually do so far.
Oh, that was very nice.
Not nice of you to bring that up, but okay. Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, I remember he had like the pose at the panel.
Yeah.
That thingy. Yeah.
Yeah, I took a
It's
few
pretty
pictures
cool.
just to make sure he get the picture with because
Winner.
that's the winner, that's all those things, right? So it rotates over time, right? So I had to make sure I take. Yeah, so important part. I had to make sure.
Okay, here's the golden question.
Okay.
Did he take pictures of you?
That's well, actually that's the next part.
Oh,
That is the next part, actually, yeah.
Alright.
That's the next part.
Let's go. Yeah.
Did he take pictures of me?
Yeah.
Oh yes, he did.
Oh yeah, I did.
Oh.
Hey, I was a good friend though.
Oh God, the pictures were horrible. The horrible angle. Okay, here's the thing, right? To everyone watching this, whether you're a Malaysian or you're an international audience, right? You know how besties, you know how, like say girls, right? Girls take pictures of other girls.
I'm
It's
not
like,
a girl.
Not good enough. Can we take again? They'll keep taking a lot of photos, right?
Yeah.
Bruh, if you saw the picture of how he took pictures of me, god damn, you can putus kawan, bro. You're
I'm
not
not
gonna
a
be
girl.
friends ever.
I'm not a girl though.
You're so
That-
not an Instagram
That does not
boyfriend.
justify how shitty the picture was. The angle was horrible. He took a picture, like we're this close, right? He was allowed to be closer, but he took it from a distance, It was just bad lah. Senang kita-
You were being interviewed.
Oh. So it's your fault now?
So-
He's gaslighting you.
So what does that even
No.
mean?
It's not. It's not that it's his fault. But I genuinely did not want to disturb the interview because after him, it was me who got interviewed by what was it again? CGTN or something like that.
Yeah, it was one of the China media.
It was one of the China media. So after you was me. But I don't want to disturb you, so that's why I took it like from some distance. But actually it was some distance.
Okay. But bitch, did you not see the picture I took of
I even had the audacity. I even had the audacity to actually post it on my IG story.
Oh yeah.
And he did not even repost that.
He's like,
Well, of course he's not going to repost
You know what?
that.
I got a picture of him at the same interview with better angles,
Better
with
lighting?
better lighting. I made sure I tried to mencela and try to get a good angle on my friend who's about to get interviewed, right?
dude.
I'm surprised we're still friends. after
No wonder you're salty about this story.
Exactly.
For years.
No.
Exactly.
I am even more surprised that he actually invited me to a lot of things still.
Exactly.
including his son's birthday at the end of the month.
Yeah, exactly. Oh God, I might have tersen. Oh God. Yeah, but
Gotta pause for a bit, Lin.
Yeah.
Lin, tolong ambil makan outside. Yeah, the food is here. Yeah.
How long was this?
Oh, that's the timer there. You can see.
1 hour 52 minutes.
Oh,
this is
yeah.
super long.
Oh, don't worry, we have had longer.
Oh really?
Yeah.
How
You're
longer?
okay.
How longer have you had that?
I think our longest right now is 3.5 hours or something.
With who?
Victor. Victor was one of the longer ones.
Why?
Yeah, Victor is the longest so far.
Wow.
Wow, he has a lot of stories to tell.
Wow. I cut a lot of stories.
Oh.
Slow and steady.
Yeah.
The flow was slow and steady towards where
Yeah.
we're at that current moment. So
Right.
Okay.
So, yeah, so you got your dream to be in China, for Asian Games.
Yeah.
There was a dream.
Yeah.
And then subsequently, like it just
Indonesia.
came. Yep. Indonesia.
Indonesia last year. And I just got back from Thailand just like a week or 2 weeks ago.
Mm.
But for the very first time I did sports was during the Thailand one. It was Thai Kings Cup, which was like actually their biggest event in the whole country. By the way, yeah. It was Sepak Takraw, of course, their national sport.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. It gotta be.
Are we okay? Are we good?
We gotta manage the big boss first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Thai Kings Cup, it was for 6 days. That was a crazy experience in which not only that was my first time doing sports, but it was also featured in one of their main broadcasts as well. And then I think that that opens so many doors for me after that, because usually
And it was just last 2 weeks.
last
What were you
last 2
doing?
weeks, something like that.
What
Yeah.
sort of doors did it open for you?
Maybe to do sports more outside of the country, because before when I went outside Malaysia, it's always esports. Like Asian Games was esports. Jakarta last year was eFootball. And I went to Singapore a few times in my career, doing FIFA Online 3, doing FIFA with Paris Saint-Germain. But I think this Thai Kings Cup is just because for me, I always have this kind of view that I know I can do this. It's just that I needed that one breakthrough. I needed that one opportunity, that one chance for me to do this, to show that I can actually do this to the other organizers or the other broadcasters. Like even me doing English in Astro in itself was there was a bit of a story there. Like I've been asking for some opportunities to do English sports in Arena ever since I think my 2nd year. But eventually I got it in my 3rd year. But it was a very, very tough one because
Hey.
because and I could truly understand, because this face, this Melayu kampung face,
People would like
People will think that, do you
you
really?
sure?
Yeah, are you sure? Can you really do this? Like, I'm not going to blame anyone because I've never shown anyone apart from my esports work. So for sports, it's very, very different. So that is why maybe it took some time for me to finally get a nod. But when I get the nod, like, it's good that now they trust me to do more English games, more games in English. So for this year, I think this has become like an English year. Like I've done Netball Super League, I've done Asia Cycling Championship, Sepak Takraw League, and football, which is Malaysia Nepal, the Asian Cup qualifiers, which is an actual world feat because I've seen some Nepal TVs that actually had my voice on it.
Oh,
For that Malaysia Nepal game, and basketball for Basketball Champions League Asia, but that one was for local broadcast. But still, I've done English in various sports and badminton. Yeah, badminton for 2 years in a row now. So from there, I know that the bosses or the ones in charge have taken some faith in me to do English commentaries as well, apart from their usual matsalis and all, their usual people that is actually from the UK. So now I've got the nod, even for the Malaysia Cup final as well. It's like, wow, this year has been a crazy year, a bit of a transition year. Not really transitioning. It's just that this opened some new doors for me, and I hope. And now maybe my next goal or my next target would be to go to the those games like Asian Games, Sea Games, or maybe, who knows, maybe even Olympics or the World Cup. Maybe doing sports. I hope so. Fingers crossed. But of course, I'll need to learn a little bit more from what I have now. But I'm certainly trying to get my steps to get there, because it's not easy for this, once again, this kampung phase to have that faith from lots and lots of organizers elsewhere apart from Malaysia, because Malaysians know already that I can. But how do I convince Thai people? How do I convince Vietnamese or even Australians or something like that, right? So, yeah, it is a journey in itself.
But along the way as well, especially within this year, you won the award from Sam. Yeah, as the pengulas paling popular, pengulas sukan popular 2024.
Okay.
We did start off the show with a little bit of that, but maybe just talk us through some of the details, like what went through your mind.
Well, to be brutally honest, to be frank, I wasn't expecting to win it this year. I mean, because I think 2024 was never my year to begin with. I never did anything of significance apart from maybe Asian Cup, where I gained a bit more Indonesian fans because of what I did for when I was commentating their games in the Asian Cup and then the Asian Cup under 23. I was expecting more last year, to be honest, because I think last year, the previous year before that, 2023, I think I did okay.
So 2023 was
the year that you were in.
Oh, okay, right, that year.
Yeah,
right.
So it was so it was last year where you got second, right? So to be honest, I was expecting that, or perhaps even the first one. But the first one, when I see on the go, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna win this.
Because it's voting, right?
Fair enough, right?
Yeah.
But they did tell me that still doesn't matter. It's like it's voting, because if people think that you will win it, then you will. So I still don't have that faith. Still, I actually had a vacation planned with my family. We wanted to go to Tanjung Pinang. So for a bit of context, right? you cannot go to Tanjung Pinang by flight. You cannot take a flight to go there because there's no airport. Even domestic airport, they don't have that. Right? So the way that you want to go to Tanjung Pinang, which is my mother-in-law's place, where she came from, her hometown, is that you need to go to JB, you need to go to Johor Bahru, take a car or bus or whatever. You go to like the port there. You need to take a port. It's not Pasir Gudang. It's somewhere in JB.
Okay.
Okay. It's like, so you need to take a ferry.
My only imagination of JB is Singapore.
No. Not that close.
Okay.
But it is a bit close actually when you think about it, because it takes 3 hours to get to Tanjung Pinang, but you need to go through Singapore first. So it's like, this is JB.
Okay.
So it's like, this is JB.
Tanjung Pinang is part of Indonesia?
Yeah, it's part of Indonesia.
Okay. So it's way.
So take it like this, right? Take it like a circle. Okay. You need to go across there. Down there is Singapore.
Wait, that's far.
Yeah, that's why it took 3 hours.
Okay.
That 3 hours include 1 hour of the ferry speeding.
Okay.
Yeah, it speeds until you get to Singapore, because there's a very thin gap between Malaysia and Singapore there that they need to get through, and they cannot speed there.
Oh, because there are regulations, I guess.
Yeah, because of the regulations, and then about how thin the gap was, like between Malaysia and Singapore. So you need to get across there. So that's why they just went very, very slowly. That's why it was 3 hours. Actually, I think if they just speed up from JB to Tanjung Pinang, I think it might take maybe 1.5 or 2 hours. But still, it took 3 hours going there and then going back. And the crazy thing about Tanjung Pinang is when we arrived, they said there were 2 main ways to get to my mother-in-law's hometown, which is their village, right? Previously, there's only one way. You'll need to take a sampan.
From there?
From Tanjung Pinang to get to the village, but it only takes like 10 minutes. But still,
right?
Still, in the huge part of the ocean, you need to take a sampan.
Oh man, okay.
Yeah, but now you can go by road. Now you can go by road because there are some bridges that have been built to connect some of the islands.
Yeah, logically, it's only 10 minutes. Like somebody built something.
Yeah,
right?
Logically, well, talk about logically. When they made those bridges, it was not like a direct bridge to the village. No, you need to go across. Yeah, all the way.
It's like a U shape.
It's like a circle. Like a circle shape.
Okay.
So, like, this is the port. This is the village where they have some ports as well. They've even got some homes above the ocean as well. Above the sea as well.
Oh.
Yeah, above the sea. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like some of the places in Sandakan. If you've been there.
I have not.
Yeah, if not, it's okay. But this is the imagination. They've built houses above the sea as well. So to get to that village, if you want to go by road, it's not 10 minutes. It takes an hour. Yeah,
okay.
and an hour plus.
So sampan or road now?
So at first we take the road.
Okay.
But when we go home, we take sampan.
Because it's like, okay, it's not worth the 1 hour.
No, it's not. It's not that.
Yeah.
But we don't really have that many many luggages anymore, because we sent gifts because it was for my wife's cousin's wedding. So we brought some gifts. We brought some food
Distributed
as well, like Malaysian food as well. So we don't really have to bring too many things back home to Malaysia. So that's why we take sampan.
So was that around the time that you knew about the news? That
The
you
news of
won?
what? No, I didn't know that I even won.
Okay.
I know that I won when everyone knows. When it was announced that I won.
Weren't you in Indonesia at that time?
No, I
When
was
you knew the
no, I
news?
was on I was on the highway
Oh, on the highway back to KL.
back to KL.
from
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. So
Ah.
I did ask Carl Nunes, just one of the reporters in Astro Arena, and also one behind a lot of outside kicks that I've got. So he helped me a bit along the way. So that's why I just told him, okay, if I could not make it, you will just be there. Like you
Enjoy
You'll
the
be there.
dinner.
No, he's there. It's just that to represent me, just go on the stage, just
Right.
to take it,
'Cause
take
you're-
anything on my behalf.
Right. Because you already said before that, right? Like, I'm not going to win anyway.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
just enjoy the dinner. Didn't it sound like that?
Just take whatever is mine up there. Maybe there's a medal or something like that.
Right.
So
But I thought they only gave to like the person who won.
no, this year it was different. They gave the others a medal.
The nominees got a medal as
Yeah,
well?
the nominees got a medal.
Oh man,
Yeah, the nominees got a medal.
I was too early.
Yeah, you were too early.
Oh
Or
man.
perhaps even no. On
the go one, so-
on the go one. So he
Yeah.
didn't he would not even got that even.
I was too early. Oh no.
Yeah. But still, maybe
No wonder.
definitely get nominated next year because
mean,
who knows? Because the prize money goes up year by year.
Oh really?
Yeah, this year it was 3K.
Right.
Yeah,
How
so
much was it the year before again? I forgot.
I think it was 1.5, something like
Okay.
that. 1.5 to 2. I believe when on the go one, it was 1.5.
Right.
And it only rises up.
Well,
So
stock
it's
market
good.
now.
Nah, I don't know.
But okay, so you told Carl Nunes that okay, dude, just go up there. If it's a
Take
medal,
what,
just take
yeah,
it.
yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Take whatever was mine,
Yeah.
and then just give me when I came back home. I got back to KL at around 6:30, and I didn't see anything about it because I think one of the cameramen took it home with him. I don't know why, but maybe because it was jam packed on a Monday, so he would not want to take that risk from Sunway back to Astro. Is gonna be a huge hassle.
Right.
So I just told him, okay, tomorrow then. I'll still be working tomorrow. Yeah, I'm working straight after vacation for I think 7 days, and then I go straight to Thailand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how crazy my month was. That's how crazy the schedule was. So the day after I got it, and then I felt like, damn, this is real. This is real. Like, the weight of the trophy even is crazy. Like that's when it all sunk in. Like I don't know what to feel. I don't know, because that award, I felt it was not because of me. It was of course because of all the support that everyone gave me, but that award was a symbol of me just telling myself, do not give up. Do not give up. Do not try to kill yourself, because I don't know if we are going to get a warning just by me saying this.
Well,
By YouTube,
okay,
I mean.
we're above like 2 hours plus, so I think we've passed all that.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah. We're fine.
No, I mean, when I was about to give up, about to give up on life and everything, I think that trophy was a symbol of just me, being stubborn, of really wanting what I want and trying to get what I want no matter what. But of course, with the ethics, of course, like I'm not gonna stab anyone in the back just to get whatever I want. But and then B is just being what do you call it? What's the word again?
Persistent.
Yeah, being persistent. Yeah, thank you. Being persistent when people say that you're not going to make it, you're not going to do it, like, you know yourself better. I know myself better. It's not that I'm having like stupid confidence of, it's not like I say I can do wrestling when I can never do that. But at the very least in commentary, I know I can do this, I can do this. I just need the right time. I just need the right breakthrough. So that trophy is the symbol of that. It's a symbol of me just being persistent in whatever I do. Like when people say, you can never do this, I even get this. And this was my wallpaper for a good 1 year. Rude, manipulative, and will never go far.
What was it again?
Rude,
Okay.
manipulative, and will never go far.
Right.
I even had that as my wallpaper for 1 year just to prove that perspective about me was wrong. Because I don't know, back then that was really dark times. Apart from COVID, of course, that was really dark times because like how could you hate me that much? Right? How could somebody hate me that much? Like, I'm okay with having haters. I'm okay with having somebody who just criticize my work or something like that, but just personally hate me, like, I just don't get it. Like, so for me, I think that that award is just a present or a gift from everyone that voted for me for being just the type of guy that I am, just being true to my work, just being myself, and no matter what happens, just staying professional, just staying like, I don't know, just do your work, I guess. Just do your work, try to improve lots of things. Like I became so emotional when I see that award. But I know that my journey is not ending there. That's not the end of it. That's not the end of the road. That's not my biggest target. Because before I even came to the industry, I don't even know if there is any award. I don't even know if there is like an esports award or anything. I never know about that. So that was never my goal to begin with. So I would not want that to become my end goal. So that is why I said, yeah, the award is cool. It's nice. But I know there's a lot of things more that I'll need to work on.
But I think also the award is a testament to, like what you said, right? The hard work that you have put in and the persistency as well. And although we might not have interacted as much as we would have liked, yeah, because I think we run also very different lives. Even in esports, like you do football, I do other stuff.
Yeah.
And now you do all these commentary, and I still do esports. Things like that.
Yeah.
But I've always seen you from afar, and you've always been somebody that I thought is very talented. And not only that, but the way you run your life and your career is very respectful. I've always seen you to be somebody who is very respectful of everyone. You are very respectful to your craft as well. You give your best every single time. Whenever randomly, like if I was at somewhere where there's a TV and there was a football match running, and when I hear your voice there, I would always proudly tell people around me in that room that, hey, this is Aiman Sekaiichi. I know this guy. So
Thank you.
wonderful talent. It's an amazing guy.
Thank you very much. Although when we talk about talents, I think there's still lots more people that are way more talented, but still could not get the breakthrough yet. Because with me being in sports, I get to meet lots more talent, lots more people that are vying to get to TV and that is why I'm always on my toes. That's why I'm always like, oh no, I need to improve this. I need to make sure that I correct this one, because TV is very competitive. Yeah, I know esports is very competitive as well, but esports sometimes you have the advantage of A, being there a lot earlier, and B, when you have your international recognition already, you have that advantage over other talents. But on TV or sports, it doesn't matter sometimes. It doesn't matter if you've done this or if you've done that. If you become stagnant, or if you just, if you just slow down a little bit, some other people can catch you. Yeah, and that is why, especially like in the younger generation of commentators, including myself, there's a lot of people that are trying to get there. I could easily name 10 when you only got like maybe 10 or 11 spots on TV, whether it be Astro Arena or some other stations. But there are lots of commentators that are actually trying to get that spot. I could easily name 10, 15, or maybe even 20 names that are not yet there, not yet in TV, but are vying for TV. So that is why you really, really, really need to be careful.
So how do you keep yourself relevant?
Now, this is the hardest part, because I know, being a hype commentator, I'm 30 now, but can I stay as energetic when I turn like 50, 55? I don't know. But my honest answer would be, I don't think so. Because as you get older, sometimes you get less energy, you'll get less energetic in whatever you do in life, not just in commentary. So that is why I was like, I'll need to do something else as well. Like, I'll need to ensure that I excel in this as well. I excel in that as well. Like when I came to Astro Arena, it was all hype. It was all about just me shouting when there's a moment or when there's a goal, something like that. Now I use my brain a little bit more to ensure that I am that kind of commentator that has a flow. Because if there is one thing about Malaysian commentators, not just in sports, but also in esports as well, is that we tend to forget about the storytelling. We tend to forget about the flow. When to start, do we start building up before the hype or something like that. Sometimes people would just go straight up there. And that was me. That was me when I first entered Astro Arena. So how different am I now is that I value the flow more. I'll start steadily, and then I'll have some places where I'll just stay quiet, or when I just be on a slow pace, or when I just building up, and then when I go hype. So that is what I've done things differently. And then one more thing is that I ensure that I get myself equipped with lots and lots of knowledge and information. Like even for yesterday I did Asian Cup qualifiers under 20 for women. But the women's game is not even a men's game. So AFC Women's Asia Cup under 20 qualifiers. So it was Japan against Iran and Malaysia against Guam. That's our group, the games in Cheras. I ensure that I get equipped with lots of players' informations, although it is under 20 women. I just search everywhere. Now is the time. Now is actually a very advantageous time for us commentators, because we can easily search on the internet. for all the infos and stuff. But under 20 women, you don't get that every day. So I'll need to do like crazy extensive research just to get to know some of the players to ensure that throughout 90 minutes of broadcast, throughout the 90-minute game, I know when I want to talk about the game itself or when do I want to talk about the players itself. Because for the Super League, for the Malaysian Super League or for EPL, it's so easy because you've got all the details, you've got all the information.
There's a lot of info on the internet.
Yeah. So what I think is going to make me stay relevant in the industry for God knows, I don't know, maybe until I'm 55. I don't think I will go beyond 55 if I stay alive. Is that whenever these kinds of very random games come up, I could always deliver the way that I deliver all your easy games. For me, the Super League and all is too easy already. But these random games are going to differentiate between me and the other commentators. And then all the small details as well. So sometimes they say silence is golden during a broadcast. And it sounds weird because you are a caster. You are a commentator. You need to talk. But they say silence is golden also on this part as well. Also in this part of the job as well. Like when do you stay silent? When do you be quiet? Is also one of the small things that differentiates between a good commentator or a great commentator with an elite commentator. You listen to Peter Drury, right? Whenever there's a goal scored, okay, he will shout the player's name like Mo Salah, and then you hear all the crazy ambience. You hear all the crazy voices of just crowd shouting and cheering and all, right? Stay silent for a good like maybe 10 or 15 seconds. And then just go. And then you just sell the goal. That is one of the small things that I will always take for myself. Like take that sweet time, right? Just listen to the crowd, and then when it fades a little bit, that's when you come in. Because you cannot stay silent for far too long, of course. But when it fades a little bit, that's the sweet time for you to come in. I'm still. And even now, I'm still, although I've known this for like 2 years now, I'm still finding like the perfect spot when to actually start, selling the goal. Yeah.
Do you think you will retire in commentary?
That's a very good question, because I've seen some legends in the commentary world, not just in Malaysia, but also in other parts of the world as well. When they stop commentating when they eventually die, right? I don't think I would. Not because I want to ensure that I do commentary until the day I die. I don't want to do that, not because I don't want to be criticized maybe when I no longer have the energy to do commentary. But what I'm thinking is that when I turn 50 or when I turn 55, I will want to spend the next few years or the last years of my life, so to speak, maybe just chilling with my wife. Hopefully she's still around. Hopefully I'm still around when my kids already have families, because if there is one thing, right, that I truly miss while having all these great stuff, doing commentary and all and traveling and all, it's the time with your wife. It's the time with your family. There's this one time where I missed my son's first step or word. I think it's my son's first words. I missed my son's first words because I was away. Yeah.
Have you had any regrets?
No, I don't have any regrets, although that's a huge thing. But I don't have any regrets because I know I'm still providing for my family. But sometimes that takes a little bit of toll on your mental health. Although when you're not regretting things, but still that affects you a lot. And that truly affected me a lot. And then I think I don't know if I ever told anyone this, but during Asian Games, I actually had the worst mental outbreaks ever in my life. Although, yeah, we had that funny story with Flavor and all, but that was all when I was outside. When I got back to my room, I don't know. I cried a lot. It's not because of me being homesick, but my wife has just given birth 2 weeks before that. Yeah. Yeah, so she was still, like, let's say, masih dalam pantang.
Yeah.
And I left her for a good 7 days. And then when I get back home, I know that I'll be doing another Asian Games for Astro for another 7 days.
Let's get back into the studio.
Yeah, although yeah, I do get back home every single day when I go back to Malaysia. But imagine when your wife is in confinement and you're away. You're doing outstation. Usually, that will cause a divorce. Because no matter what you do, right? No matter what you do, no matter how hard you work, but sometimes your wife needs you, your kids needs you at some points. But when I wasn't there, I was like, how am I going to do this? How am I? Although it's only like a two-day work, but 7 days of being there, right? But still, that was pretty crazy. I left my wife alone, of course, with my parents, because she stays with my parents throughout that period. But that was the time that she really needs me. Although when I was still working, but I still at the very least could be home. But being away from her for 7 good days, that was the craziest part. But that was the part where I'm most thankful. I'm most thankful that my wife, although with that, right, with me leaving her for 7 days, she still understands that this is what I really wanted. Like, this is one of my biggest dreams of wanting to be in the Asian Games, wanting to be in the games, right? Sukan tamasha, as I say, right? I really wanted to be there doing World Feed. Like, she has been listening to lots and lots of conversations about me wanting to do World Feed. I want to do World Feed in this. I want to do World Feed in here. And when I got it, I had to leave her for 1 week of confinement. Well, my daughter's still a baby, and with my son being just like 18 months old. Wait, was it 18 months old? Yeah, he was only 18 months old. How crazy was that? All right. So that's one of the biggest sacrifices. Not for me to make. I did not make that sacrifice. Although some people will say that I made that sacrifice. No, the biggest sacrifice was made by my wife, because she had to take care of our 2 kids alone. She's still in confinement. My daughter's still very fragile. And my son's still, he's still having needs. He's only like 18 months old, right? Still a baby. So that was the toughest time in my life as well. Although that's the biggest dream come true so far. But that comes with crazy price as well.
I think that story is a testament to what people would say behind every successful man is an amazing wife.
Yeah, it's an amazing wife, an amazing woman, and I cannot thank God enough for my wife. Like she has been through a lot of things together with me. Before I went to Astro, when I was just doing freelancing, there were some months that I missed missed nafkah, missed the money that I need to give to her like every single month, right? That's the obligation. That's what every husband should do, right? There were some months that I actually missed that. There were some months that I can only give her like a good 100 and 200. And it was 100 and 200 were never going to be enough in any world, right? But she stayed. And she still understands up until now. She becomes my driver because I couldn't drive. She becomes my driver if let's say I need to go to Nilai, if I need to go to the airport to fly, and whenever I go out, whenever I do outstations, it's always her taking care of our two kids, and you know how tough that is. And I believe most parents would know how tough that is, taking care of your 2 or 3 kids alone, especially when they're still so very little. So yeah, I'm very thankful for my wife. Like, people might say that I enjoyed success so far. I don't want to say that I'm successful yet, but for me, all those success, all of those awards, all of those were not even mine. I always put this mindset of this: they were not even mine. They were my wife's. They were my kids. I get to tie King's Cup. Well, that was not mine. I'm only living the dream. But everything was theirs. It was theirs. It was not even mine. Because if it's mine, how come that I didn't get all that when I was still single? I always have that mentality. I always have that mindset to ensure that I don't forget. I don't forget my roots. I don't forget why I'm here. I don't forget anything. Because it's so easy for any man to forget whoever was with him while he was struggling. And then just, that's how you see some cases where, this woman is with you every step of the way, but when you become successful, you become a rich man, you start to find a new wife, or something like that. There were some cases about that. But I hope that I don't become that way. So that's why I always think that way. So I always think that if it wasn't for my wife, if it wasn't for my kids, I'm never going to be here. I'm not going to be sitting here talking this to you, talking about my story, if it wasn't for them. Simple.
Amazing story. I'm glad we get to document this, and some of these stories are actually, a lot of these stories is first time hearing from you as well. But now that you've done so much in your career, in your life, you have a beautiful family. What's next for Aiman Sekaiichi?
What's next? I always have this dream that whenever I work, sometimes my wife and my kids will be there. And yeah, I've done that a few times, like during basketball, during netball, during sepak takraw league, during football as well, that my wife also comes then and watches it together at the stadium or at the venue. But one of my biggest dreams is that when I do world feed commentary, right? Whenever I do world feed commentary for whatever, right? I get to bring my wife and kids for their own vacation as well. Like, I work, okay, fine, I go to work, but they also got a free vacation as well out of it. That is my biggest dream as of now. Apart from, your World Cups, your Olympics, your SEA Games, your next Asian Games, maybe. But if there is that opportunity for me to ensure that I could bring my family as well to go there, that'll be the best thing to ever happen.
Right. And I mean, with the talent that you are showing and with the growth and persistency, I'm sure you will get there one day.
Hopefully,
Be able to do that.
Fingers crossed.
So if there was one advice that you could give to somebody who wants to do the amazing things that you do,
I don't know if it's amazing.
Well, I deem it amazing.
Okay. I just, just stay true. Just stay true to yourself. If you really want to do this, go on. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. That's the biggest thing. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do it. You definitely can do it if you work hard enough. If you are persistent enough, you keep on chipping away. You will get there very soon. Just don't give up. And if there is one thing as well, is that when you have an opinion, when you have a view, stay on it. Although that might not be the most popular of opinions, but that kind of thing is what makes you you. So sometimes I have very different opinions from everybody else, but that is what makes me me. So find your own uniqueness as well. Not necessarily need to disagree with every people's opinion. No, but you need to find that uniqueness within yourself, because this is a very competitive world that we live in. No matter what you do, if it's commentary, if it's you as a player, if there's anything, right? Find your own uniqueness. Find your own. Find your own. Why should I take you to work? Like now, I think my uniqueness in Astro Arena, at the very least, is that I can do English, or I can find all those informations, all those very tough informations. But yeah, that is me. Find your own. Find your own. Yeah.
Amazing advice. Advice. And again, congratulations for winning the award.
Thank you very much.
It's a testament or a symbol of your persistency that I believe a lot of people should know, and that's one of the reasons why we are having this recording, in order to hopefully share this information out. And I just remembered something as well. I remember you shared your life story as well with Jay Hunter's podcast.
Oh yeah.
And it was in Bahasa.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that we recorded this in English. So
yeah, because it becomes a bit different now, is it?
Yeah, right. So if you prefer to listen to the Bahasa, you can go over to Jay Hunter. If you prefer an English one, then you can listen here.
But I would say that this is an updated life story of me.
This is after the award.
After the award, and then some unheard stories as well. Because because especially about the Asian Games one.
All right, the exclusive.
Yeah, because I got back to Malaysia thinking that I might be single.
Oh.
No, really, because I tell you what, Do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a wife?
No. Yeah, too many for me to choose.
Okay.
But,
wow. Wow. But one day when you have one, when you have a wife, you will know.
All right.
No matter what you do, sometimes your wife will want to be with you, but those were the times that you really need to, not to choose one. You can choose both, but sometimes you need to have the right person to really understand you. And I'm glad and thankful that my wife understands me. Yeah, that's why. Salutations to you. I love you.
That's an amazing ending.
Yeah.
I mean, ending to this podcast.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Okay. All right. Anyway, thank you so much, Aiman, for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It's a very extensive conversation that I truly appreciate.
Yep.
Yes. And
I think this takes like 2.5 hours, but thank you very much.
Yeah, I think we're almost 3 hours or so, but
Yeah.
It's 3 hours of gold that we are able to
Thank you.
listen
Thank
here.
you very
And there's always been a few occasions that we try to align our schedules, but it wasn't that
Finally,
easy.
we have that. Finally, we have that now.
And I believe that this is one of those episodes that in years to come, I would watch back this episode and relive the moments and this conversation that we have together.
Yeah,
So
hopefully.
thank you.
Hopefully. Thank you. Thank you very much for having me here.
Yes, and if you guys appreciate this sort of conversations, do give us a like, subscribe, and also share it to one other person who have not heard of us yet.
Yeah.
Thank you again, Aiman, and we'll
Thank
see
you.
you again in the next episode. Bye-bye.